Wolves, Nighthawks, welcome to this week's Thursday thriller, The Paper Challenge. But that sounds so simple. That's right. It's a takeoff last week's Thursday thriller, which was called the Rock, Paper, Scissors Challenge. However, this week, it is just the Paper Challenge. Now, what will you need for this week's challenge? You're going to need the same things you had last week. Let's review what that was, shall we?
For this week's challenge, you will not be needing a rock, and you won't be needing any scissors either, but you will be needing some paper, and with this paper, you'll need a little bit of tape, which will help you, and I'll show you that in a moment. And of course, you'll be needing your suspenseful 1-minute timer, and as usual, you will not be needing a stapler. Now back to that piece of paper. You are going to roll your piece of paper up and make this roll as tight of a roll as you can, and then with your tape, you're going to take a piece of tape and put a little piece on one end of your roll to hold the edge together, and on the other end of your roll. And you might even want to put one in the middle to make it as tight as you can, and this is what you will need for today's challenge.
Now, how to do the challenge? I'm going to take the paper and lay it in the palm of my hand. You may choose whichever hand you'd like. And then I'm going to take my other hand and hit the stick. That would look like this. Hit the stick. So that it flies up into the air, will spin around, and I will catch it in one hand. Now, which hand do you use? That's up to you. I'll use my dominant hand, my right hand. You might want to use your left hand. Once you hit the stick and it flies in the air, you will try to catch that stick in the hand that you felt would work best for you. It should look something like this. That would be 1 point, and as soon as I have hit the stick, it's flown in the air and I've caught it in one hand, I then need to do one jump squat. Looks like this. If you've been doing my videos, you've seen them, but they look like this. I'm gonna go down to a squat and come back up. Put it all together and it looks something like this. I hope it looks like this. Let's see if I do it well. That is what the challenge looks like. You're going to see how many of those you can do in 1 minute's time. Let's see how well I can do, and then see if you can't beat my score. You can try this as many times as you'd like to get the highest possible score you can get. Good luck.
The game begins in 3, 2, 1.
1. Yeesh. Still 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. Ah! Eee! 7. Ah! 8. 9. 10. 11. 12. 13. 14. 15. 15. See how many you can get in 1 minute. Maybe you can beat me, maybe you can't, but try to get as many as you can. If you would like to make this challenge a little more difficult for yourself, try hitting the stick in the air and catching it with your non-dominant hand. In this case, I would try to catch it with my left hand. If you would like to make it a little easier, you can hit the stick in the air and catch it with both hands. It's up to you how you choose to do this, but try to get your highest score. Good luck. It should look something like this. If you would like to make this challenge a little more difficult for yourself, I don't need to hear from you. Wolves, Nighthawks. A little shaky in the hand. And lay it on top of one of my hands, in its palm, and its palm. It should look something like this. Not like that. Take 5. It should look something like this. Yes. One hand. I don't feel like I'm looking at the camera.